The warning flashed across every display in the Gralti outpost, its amber text pulsing with urgency. Commander Tech's four eyes widened as he read the message again, disbelief evident in the rapid clicks of his mandibles. "Confirm status," he ordered, his voice unnaturally steady despite the fear creeping up his carapace. Officer Lim tapped frantically at her console. "Confirmed, sir. Long-range scanners detect 5 human vessels on direct approach. Configuration matches known military escort patterns." The command center fell silent. Even the ambient hum of the life support systems seemed to dim in reverence to this news. "Estimated time of arrival?" Tech asked. 4 hours, sir." Tech straightened his posture, fighting the instinct to curl his limbs protectively around his thorax. "Initiate Protocol 7. All non-essential personnel to shelter immediately." Communications broadcast the standard greeting and peaceful intent message on all frequencies. As his crew scrambled to obey, Tech moved to the observation dome. Through the transparent alloy, he gazed at the stars, the same stars that now carried humanity toward them. The humans, the galaxy's newest spacefaring species, the Nightmare. Captain James Miller of the Earth Union vessel Dauntless studied the holographic display of the alien outpost. It was a modest installation, research and observation, according to intelligence, perched on the moon of a gas giant in this previously unclaimed system. "Transmission incoming, Captain," announced Lieutenant Reed. "It's from the outpost." Miller nodded. On screen, the message was standard first contact protocol, assurances of peaceful intentions, requests for communication parameters, identification as a Gralti cooperative scientific mission. "Send a response package," Miller ordered. "Standard diplomatic greeting, language files, and cultural primer." "Sir," interjected Commander Davis, Security Chief, "recommend we maintain combat readiness. The Gralti may have allied with the Triskel during the Orion conflict." Miller considered this. "Noted, but will proceed as planned. The Convoy's primary mission is humanitarian. The Gralti haven't shown hostility toward Earth." Davis nodded reluctantly. "Yes, sir." Miller gazed at the alien outpost, simple beings trying to understand the cosmos, just like humanity had once been, before everything changed. The human response arrived at the Gralti outpost with terrifying efficiency. Tech reviewed it with his senior staff, attempting to glean any hint of the humans' true intentions. "Their leading vessel is called Dauntless *, Officer Rook noted. "Their language often embeds meaning in names. This suggests courage or persistence." Science Director Val twitched nervously. "The humanitarian supplies they claim to carry, it could be legitimate. The neighboring system suffered severe solar flares last cycle. Or it could be a deception," Security Chief Paul countered. "Humans are known for strategic misdirection." Tech absorbed their insights silently. The humans' reputation preceded them. Just 7 Earth years after achieving faster-than-light travel, they had ended the centuries-long Triskel expansion. The Triskel, who had subjugated dozens of species, who had considered themselves invincible, had surrendered unconditionally after just 11 months of conflict with humanity. No one in the galaxy had anticipated such an outcome. No predictive model had suggested it was even possible. "The escort ships," Tech said finally. "What class?" "Unknown configurations, Commander," Lim replied. "But energy readings suggest significant offensive capabilities." Tech's decision crystallized. "We remain in position. We follow protocol. We give them no reason to consider us a threat." As the Earth convoy approached final approach vectors, Miller reviewed the mission briefing one last time. The Gralti outpost was a minor stop on their relief circuit, but potentially significant for diplomatic relations with the cooperative. "Captain," Reed called, "the Gralti have reduced their shield strength and powered down defensive systems." Miller smiled faintly. "Good. Tactical, maintain our current defensive posture, but ensure weapon systems remain unpowered." The bridge crew acknowledged the order, though Miller noted the tension in their movements. Even 3 years after the Orion conflict, humanity was still adjusting to its new role in galactic affairs. Miller understood their caution. Humanity had ventured into space expecting wonder and discovery. Instead, They had found themselves thrust into the role of reluctant warriors and, eventually, peacekeepers. Their technological adaptability, their unpredictable tactics, their willingness to sacrifice, these had made them fearsome in the eyes of older species. "Final approach, Captain," announced the helm officer. "Take us in," Miller ordered. "Let's show the Gralti that human convoys bring help, not harm." From the observation dome, Tech watched the human vessels approach. Their design philosophies were alien, functional yet somehow elegant, with none of the biological mimicry common to Gralti or Triskel ships. "Commander," Lim's voice came through his communicator. "The human captain requests permission to send a shuttle with diplomatic personnel and medical supplies." "Grant permission," Tech responded. "Prepare docking bay 3. I will personally greet them." As he made his way to the docking bay, Tech contemplated the strange turn of fate that had led to this moment. The humans had not sought conquest after defeating the Triskel. They had established peace terms, formed alliances, and begun extending aid to affected systems. This did not align with any known pattern of emergent spacefaring species. By all historical precedent, humanity should have claimed the Triskel territories, established dominance. Instead, they had sued for peace and turned their formidable resources toward humanitarian efforts. The docking bay doors opened, revealing the human shell. Its sleek form settled onto the deck with precision. The airlock cycled, and 3 humans emerged. They were shorter than Tech had expected, less physically imposing than the story suggested. Yet there was something in their steady gaze that gave him pause, an intensity, a certainty of purpose. The lead human stepped forward. "Commander Tech? I'm Captain James Miller of the Earth Union. We bring greetings and assistance." Tech performed the formal greeting gesture of his species. "Captain Miller, the Gralti Cooperative welcomes you." Your convoy's approach was noted with interest. Miller smiled, a strange expression to Tech's eyes. "We've found that clear identification prevents misunderstandings. Remain in position. Human convoy approaching has become something of a standard procedure when entering new systems." Tech considered this. Perhaps the humans understood their effect on others better than anyone had given them credit for. Perhaps their power came not just from their technology or their tactics, but from their awareness of how they were perceived. "Then we are honored by your approach, Captain," Tech replied, "and we remain in position, ready to receive what humanity brings." In that moment, Tech realized that the galaxy's perception of humans had been simultaneously right and wrong. They were indeed a force unlike any other, but perhaps not in the way anyone had feared.